What is up, everybody? Welcome to Burning Hammer Wrestling. We're back again. I'm Seth. This is my buddy Dave right here.
Yep, that's me.
If you'd like to support the show,
way over here now.
if you'd like to support the show, please go to the Clear Shots store, shop.clearshotstudios.com. Click on Burning Hammer Wrestling right from the homepage there, and we got some merch on there if you want to check it out. Today, we have a guest on the show. First time on Burning Hammer, we've got a guest.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
exciting.
Studley Steve McKenzie.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
show.
Welcome,
dude.
bro.
People of the interweb. I am on the podcast.
So
Let's
you got a show coming up soon.
Yeah.
I do.
What is that? It would be next Saturday. Then,
Yeah,
right?
next Saturday.
Saturday, June 3rd. I'm like echoing in my ears.
You can
Holy
pull it up.
cow.
if you
Pull 'em
want.
up.
Yeah.
No, it's cool, but it's like it's like I got reverb going
Some
in
people
here.
don't.
Yeah.
Some people get weird with headphones,
Oh, yeah.
hearing
yeah.
themselves and all.
Oh,
that.
I hear myself all the time. Like voices in my head. Anyway, Saturday, June 13th, One Up Wrestling presents Shakedown in Oswego, New York, live at the Crisafulli skating rink. The ice won't be there.
Now,
Yeah, no, it won't.
I've been to a show there before. I think,
Oh, yeah,
that was the
definitely.
one with like Austin Aries, and that was 2CW, I think.
I think it was 2CW, yeah.
It definitely was. Austin Aries and the American Wolves would
I
have
think
been there.
Rhino was there too. Was it Rhino?
That was a different show.
Who wrestled?
it?
Who wrestled Austin? Was it Colin Delaney?
That
Yes.
sounds right. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
He did, but I remember because Colin did that slingshot elbow back into the ring and hit
Yeah.
Aries right in the
he got-
forehead.
Oh, yeah.
He got
Busted him
Blasted
open
him
pretty
open.
bad. Aries had to go to the wonderful Oswego Hospital to get some stitches.
Wonderful. Yeah.
But they did have a different show, 2015. Rhino was there.
Oh,
it was
cool.
Rhino versus Joe Gacy.
Oh, nice.
And
yeah.
the Young Bucks were there. I want to say they wrestled Colin and AR Fox, but I can't.
That's the one.
say
Yes.
100%.
So yes, I have footage from that, and it's actually on our channel. A little
It
bit.
is, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit
it
of that
yep.
is on there.
You remember that show?
Yeah.
July 19th, 2015, about 7,000 degrees in that building.
Oh,
dude. Yeah.
I have no idea how they put on that main event. Insane.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes it gets hot, dude. There's a lot of bodies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's no AC. It was
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
That's why
No.
One Up is running in June. It's a lot cooler.
It's,
a lot
way more
cooler.
tolerable.
It hasn't
than July.
summered yet up here, so
Oh, this year's been weird.
it's kind of chilly. So.
It's been weird.
I hope it warms up just a tad for next weekend, but not too much.
Yeah, give me a little. Give me like 10 degrees, man.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy.
Today wasn't bad.
No, it's getting.
today was
It's
good.
getting there, man.
But anyways, back on track. One Up Wrestling this not this Saturday, June 13th,
Yeah.
Chris Foley Skating Rink, headlined by diehard Eddie Edwards and the Dalton Castle.
Yes.
That's gonna be
That,
cool.
yes.
Yeah, the Party Peacock and diehard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people were disappointed when we had like a little drop out there, but I think I like Dalton Castle a lot, dude.
Yeah,
I think
Dalton's
he's like
amazing.
he's
good.
really good, dude.
Yeah,
He's
like,
good.
People were very excited to have Carlito there.
Yeah.
But just booking issues.
Yeah.
He has an out of country booking on Sunday, which made it impossible to do the show in upstate New York.
Yeah.
And then make it to Chile on Sunday. So he had to back out of the One Up Wrestling show.
Yeah, Carlito was doing like, you know, he was on TV a lot, you know, with the Judgment Day doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like he was in matches on Monday Night Raw every night, but he was doing his backstage shit, you know, like being his character.
That was some of my favorite shit he did was to just be backstage, like eating pizza and playing video games.
I don't
It's
know.
like
and it's fun for him probably. Like I would love to do that.
literally a dream job
Yeah, I'm sure he had a great time doing it.
to not be having to wrestle.
Yeah.
Which I mean, he's a wrestler, so of course he wants to wrestle. You know what I mean?
Sure, he's probably doing.
But as someone who doesn't wrestle,
Right.
I think of the concept of being the guy they pay to just say a funny one-liner and then sit in the
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
play video games, and drink a milkshake or something.
sounds
I'm
fun,
like,
yeah.
He's
I didn't
also-
get that. Like,
He's also mid 40s. Like
True,
he
true.
was
Right.
probably very happy not having to put his body through
True.
all
Yeah.
of that, collecting a good
Yeah.
paycheck and having fun.
Yep.
well, bring up.
Yeah, we were very much looking forward to having him here, but things happen, you know.
You
so-
got solid guys though.
yeah,
so.
yeah. They
without a doubt.
management got right on it. You know, they got locked Eddie in real quick, and took a little bit to get Dalton. Had to go through AEW and stuff, but took a couple days, and then bam, got 2 headliners instead of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's how you do it. You lose somebody, get 2 in.
Yeah, Eddie Edwards, 2-time TNA World Champion here.
Oh,
2-time X Division Champion too. 7-time TNA World Tag Team Champion.
That checks
That
out.
checks out.
That checks out for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And former Ring of Honor champion.
Yep.
Ring of Honor tag champion.
Oh, yeah.
Probably other titles there. I don't know.
No, yeah.
I don't know his full title history.
There's too much. We don't even bother here. Like we'll just straight look stuff up because we don't want to like.
Yeah.
One, we're definitely not going to count on our memory of stuff from just decades of watching it. And it's like, oh, who did Stone Cold wrestle in 1997 at this random year? I don't fucking know. So
Savio
we just
Vega.
look at it was probably, you know what I mean? We know the guys who it would be, but we just look it up so we don't get it wrong.
Yeah,
'Cause
Dalton
it's
Castle was a Ring of Honor World Champion too.
That's cool.
Yes. Does it say who he beat for it?
I don't think it does. Do you know?
One time. Let's see.
I do.
I was like, you definitely know.
I want to say it was a 4-way, but the champion.
Oh
going
shit!
in
Look at that.
was-
Cody
No
Rhodes.
way.
Was some guy who went on to do a little.
He did some
a little
stuff.
bit.
That's so cool. I didn't realize that.
Cody Rhodes' final battle, dude.
That's crazy.
You can see the man who beat Cody Rhodes live June 13th
Yeah.
in Oswego.
Yeah.
That is worth it right there, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm excited for that show though, dude. I haven't been to an indie show in a long time.
It's been a few years for me. Yeah.
I don't think I haven't had a chance to catch a 1UP show yet, and I went to several 2CW shows
I
over the
knew
year.
that one.
I loved 2CW. Me and like Forbes and a bunch of our friends, and of course we would all go.
I'd go anytime I got the chance for sure.
Well, I am here to promote the 1UP show, but we'll move over to 2CW for a minute. Do you know they've got 3 shows announced for this year?
I saw that.
Is that real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real.
I have not heard anything about 2CW
They did
coming back.
a reunion in November, and then
wow.
they decided to come back. So
That's good.
minimum of 3 shows.
Okay.
After that, it's up to management if they want to keep going.
Sure, yeah.
So they have a show announced August 14th in Watertown, or 15th. I think it's August 15th, Watertown. November 14th, Binghamton. If you haven't been to Binghamton, it's nuts. And then
yeah.
and then December 19th at the Pastime in
Cool.
Syracuse.
Well, that's actually wicked cool.
That is
Because
cool.
like, man, it's just cool having multiple indies like actually going to be running shows around here.
Oh, dude,
Like,
that's what we always say. Like, the more wrestling, the better. You know what I mean?
it is, yeah, especially at the indie level because
Yes
it
and
just
no.
gives guys people more opportunity to work.
Yes and
But-
no, because I've been to some indies that it makes it so people think all indie wrestling is horrible. And
See,
it
we were spoiled
It can
here.
turn people off, and they won't go to shows because they think it's all
Yeah.
like that.
I mean,
So you have your good independents and you have your bad. And there's a lot of good ones around here. There's way more than you would think. It's
yeah,
crazy.
I believe that for sure.
Well, yeah, we covered that one with like Psycho Steve or whatever. Was it Psycho something? And the kid that the streamer kid that went in there and that whole incident there.
God. Yeah.
Psycho Stu is
That's
that
like out in
fuck-
California.
Yeah,
I want to
that's-
say that was Rakishi's.
It's just like these
It
weird.
was Rikishi's, yeah.
yeah. It's just weird. You see indie shows sometimes, and you're like, "This isn't run very well."
Yeah.
And speaking of Rakishi, a friend of mine sent me a graphic for a show, might be OVW or something, and he's like, "This show title's amazing." Rakishi, center of the poster. The show's called Tribal Cheeks.
I love that.
Amazing.
Yeah, it checks out.
And I wish I said that when you're taking that drink.
Yeah, I
Get
had
a
to wait.
spit
I had to
take
wait.
immediately.
Get
Let's
that
go.
timing just
I
right.
felt, yeah.
Yeah, but the 2CW thing, it's just it was worth talking about because that's like how I found you. Like that's how I didn't know
That
you
is
from being in
inaccurate.
Oswego. I
You
don't
found me
Okay.
from the burned area.
from Burned Area. Yeah, that's how I knew you. But I found out about you as a wrestler first. And didn't even realize that you were from around here. And it was because of 2CW, like just going to indie shows and seeing you wrestle and being like, man, I'm so glad there's people from around here doing this at an actual good level. Like that, and that's why that's another thing about 2CW is just that every show I ever went to for them, it always seemed like it was one of the good ones. Like it ran well and stuff. And I know nothing behind the scenes. I just mean like the match quality was really high and the talent, both local, regional, and stars coming in was ridiculous, dude.
Ridiculous,
I saw Kevin Owens there when he was Steen still, Brody.
Yeah, Matt Hardy was there.
So many dudes.
Matt Hardy
Bucks.
faced Kevin Steen at the Oswego Armory.
Yeah,
dude,
definitely. I was like front row for that.
That was crazy.
And that's a weird experience when you get to see really crazy high level wrestling like that in a small venue and you're right on top of it.
Yeah, in a gym.
It's so different.
Yeah,
but
it's a little more intimate too.
it's
you know?
so much more
Yeah,
intimate.
you're right there. Like,
I love that. Like, I think that's one of the biggest selling points of indie wrestling is that the talent level of the actual wrestlers can be as high as it gets.
Yeah.
Depending on the talent and where it is and everything, sure. But generally, you're still going to get highest level work, and it's so much more intimate.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
It's
when you're
the
at if
difference
you're at a
between-
WWE show or something,
Yeah.
it's a machine, and you might as well not even be there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and front row costs $1 million.
$1 million, and
And
nosebleeds cost $10,000 now, or something.
And their
It's like,
barricades,
come on.
even if you're front row, you're still pretty
You're a
far
ways
from
back.
the ring.
right.
Yeah.
When most indie shows, it's maybe
Oh, yeah.
5 feet.
I remember one of the Armory shows we went to. We were there early, and we were sitting up front, kind of like where I guess, in television sense, it's like the hard cam seating where you would be on TV. You know what I mean? And it was one of the shows that Spike was at, Spike Dudley.
Yeah.
And he was there just in the ring fucking off for like 30 minutes before the show even like began to really fill up.
Yeah.
And we just shot the shit with him for a half hour over the guardrail. He came right down and was just talking to us like, where are you guys from? Like, he
Right,
was
that's
wicked cool,
not-
but
you're not gonna get
never
that.
doing that
Yeah.
ever at a WWE show. It's not happening.
Spike is the man.
He is the
was
man,
awesome.
yeah.
I've done a ton of shows with him, man. That dude, he's great.
Yeah.
Which is
And
that's a
nuts.
good question to
And
ask
nuts.
you. If you don't have it, you've had to have crossed paths with so many people from working because you've been wrestling for like 20 years or something, right?
24.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a minute.
That's
Yeah,
it's awesome.
a long
though.
freaking time, man.
How'd you
A
get
long
into
time. It's just one of those things as a kid growing up, always wanted to wrestle.
it? Yeah.
I think I was 21 when I found out there was a school in Syracuse and
Yep.
went up, checked it out. They were running like a small show at the school. So I went to one of those, checked it out. It was in a warehouse, like such a rundown area in Syracuse. Like you really thought you were going to be stabbed
Yeah.
or you were going to buy drugs because they're like,
Just
you
a
have to go around
terrible,
to the
seedy
back
neighborhood.
side of this
Yeah.
warehouse. And you're
Oh.
going around and you're like, there's no way. And then you go in and like, there's a section of the warehouse like with wooden walls like fabricated and
I feel like I played a show there.
I was
yeah,
just
you
about to
go
say.
inside and like there's a ring and a handful of chairs and I was like, all right, I guess this is it. And I checked it out and I was like, yeah, I would try this out. So I just started training there and here I am now 24 years later.
Yeah, you've been, and I
Yeah.
mean, after you train, how long do you think it took for you to train at like an actual school before you felt like you were just taking bookings and you were just doing the thing? You know what I mean?
Honestly, I had my first match in like 2 or 3 weeks.
That's what I was gonna say. Like you always hear these stories
Yeah.
of guys being like, "I got trained," and they're like, "We need you, just do it."
Well, no, because they used to run like bi-weekly every 3 or 4 weeks. They would run a show
okay.
at the school.
Okay.
It wasn't a real show, not a paid audience.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
They used to be on cable access and they would advertise it on there and nobody watched that. So like a handful of people would show up. People who found it online. Because this was back before social media, so it wasn't really...
Yeah.
It wasn't the easiest to find stuff like this. So
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people would show up, but they had a show like that. And so I think it was probably when I started training, the first show after. I did a segment where they had this bigger guy called the Bodyguard. He went on to be Johnny Law in 2CW. They're doing like a body slam challenge with him. So they pulled me out of the crowd. They selected that guy.
Yes, that's
the old
awesome.
plant in the crowd.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
I had to try to body slam him. And obviously I couldn't because he was very large. And then the heels beat me up. And for some reason, they took this random dude from the crowd back to the locker room. And then they put me under a mask for my first match. Like basically everyone there when they started wrestling got one of these horrible gimmicks. Mine was Matsunaga. It was just this random mask. I swear to God, it was like a windbreaker jacket in these old man brown pants. That was the gimmick.
Amazing.
Yeah, I always wondered if that was like a thing that usually happens. Like your first match, at least your first match is like under a mask. Because I know a lot of guys do go through that.
I don't think it's as much now, but
Yeah.
it all depends where and how they're running their shows.
Yeah.
If they're
Gotcha.
if it's a legitimate indie, I don't think you would have to go through that. But like where I was, a training school that just ran occasional shows, they did that because I was also a referee at first too. So I'd ref some matches, go put on my old man pants and my windbreaker and do one of these because I was Japanese because my name was Matsunaga.
Yeah.
And then go have my match. I did that for a bit, and then eventually I started wrestling as Studley Steve. And did I have to? I might have did both for a little bit, but I don't think I did too long. Then I started doing that, and let's see, I probably trained a year and a half before I went outside
Like before you start taking external bookings or
of the
whatever.
school. Yeah, it might have been a year, and then I did some, but
That's still not
it
that
was
bad.
roughly a
though.
year and a half
Yeah.
when a guy by the name, at the time he was wrestling as Kid Trance. He went on to be Isis Effects.
Okay. Yeah.
He was like, "Hey man, I'm going to, I think Massachusetts that coming weekend." He's like, "Do you want to travel with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'll go." And I went down there, and they needed a guy or a couple guys, and I was one of them. So I got a match down there, and I did that a few times, and then eventually I met Steve Cruz.
Yeah.
And they paired us up at the training school because he lived in Liverpool. And
Okay.
he didn't know that there was a wrestling place in Syracuse because it was cable access and nobody knew about it.
Yeah. Right.
I ended up going to NWA Upstate at one point to do like a training seminar. So I met a bunch of guys there and then did a couple of their shows. And that's where Cruz found out about the wrestling up here. So he came, checked it out. And a few of the guys from there came up and they were trying to figure out matches for them. And two young kids by the name of Jimmy Jam Olsen and at the time Colin Olsen went on to wrestle under his real name, Colin Delaney. They were just starting the Olsen Twins tag team. So the the guy who ran the schools wasn't really a promoter. Was like, "Hey, what do you guys want to do? Who do you want to wrestle?" And they were like 17. And they're like, "Well, we know Steve and Steve, so can we wrestle them?" And he's like, "Sure." And that's how me and Cruz got paired together.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we did the match with them, and it probably sucked. Like, if I went back and watched it now,
You would think
I
it
could probably
sucked.
be like, oof.
Critique the hell out of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
At the time, we were like, all right, that was pretty good. And me and Cruz kind of clicked as a team. So as he came back there, we just continued to tag. And then we were like, yeah, dude, I think we got something here. We got to figure out a tag team name. And that fucking idiot is in the locker room. And they have all these pictures of like wrestling people up there. So he's looking up and he's like, how about the Heart Foundation? It's like,
what?
dude, I already taken. So he's just looking at the guys on the wall.
Yeah.
It's not
So
gonna
he's listing, I don't remember the exact teams. He's listing
Yeah.
a bunch. And then he's like, how about the Killer Bees? And I was like, how about the Killer Steves? And we just started laughing. And I was like, yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
And I think at the time he was like, we'll think of something else. And I was like, no, we won't. And I
Yeah, you're like, fuck
told the ring announcer, and it's
Yeah.
been that for 20 years now.
That's so
20
awesome.
plus years.
Yeah, it's funny. Like anytime people come up with a name for something, it's always that kind of shit. Like
I
it's
love
like
it.
just
I love
some dumb. You know
Usually,
what I mean?
yeah, like Studley Steve, that's just stuck with me. When I
Yeah,
was
it's
in
like-
high school, they had the WBUC.
Yeah,
the channel.
Oh, yeah.
And me and my friends hosted for a while a wrestling show on there. We would recap like WCW and
That's
at the
OG
time
shit,
WWF.
dude. That's awesome.
So we all came up with wrestling names, and I think like the first week I was just Steve-O. And then the second
Of
week I came up with Studley Steve. I was going to change it every week, but I didn't. I did Studley Steve, and I was such a goofy looking dude. Like at the time, I lost a bet and shaved my head. My ears were this big back then, and I was a lot smaller. So like, with no hair there, like, dude, I was anything but Studley.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it
That's
so good.
why it
That's
worked.
perfect.
And
Yeah.
So I came up with that name back then, and like all my friends, that's what they called me, Studley Steve, and it kind of stuck. And then when I started training, AOL Instant Messenger was a thing.
Yep.
And JD Love, one of the guys who was training, asked me what my messenger was, and I gave it to him, and he's like, "The Studley one," because that was the name.
Amazing.
So he's like, "Studley Steve." I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, okay, and like I don't. It's weird when he calls me Steve because he just calls me Studley. Like for
Yeah,
25,
that's how
almost
it
25
is.
years, that's all he calls me. Like everyone else, like at this point in his life, he calls most wrestlers by their real names, which I hate.
Yeah.
I hate. It's like, no, that's not his name. That's not his name. His name, like, if it was Brody Lee, his name's Brody, not John. It's Brody.
Yeah.
Colin uses his real name, but a lot of people, like Jason Axe, he's like Dan. I'm like, no, his name is Axe.
Yeah.
But
that's
I'm
like-
always sometimes it'll be Steve, but it's always Studley. So almost always.
Yeah, it works.
It does, for sure.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, where did the character come from? But it's not really like so much a character as it is, just you kind of, being who you are.
At one point it was more character, and now it's just morphed into this goofy bastard.
Right.
I'm basically me, just more amped up out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, like as I said, 24 years in, man, like I'm just having fun with it. So
Absolutely.
I do
Absolutely.
I like the goofiness, so that's kind of my personality, just shining out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I was wondering about like wrestling school, and if there's like anything that maybe people wouldn't expect that you have to do at wrestling school. I know it's probably your first day you come in and start doing back bumps or some shit, you know what I mean?
It
But-
depends. Like, I haven't been inside a training school in a very long time.
Yeah. True.
And they are all different. But I
Yeah.
know when I trained, first thing I think they had you do was lockups. Like they teach you that first. It might maybe running the ropes, which is fucking brutal. And then
Probably
I
some
did
chain
bumps my
wrestling
first
type
day, but
stuff.
not everyone does.
Yeah.
Like some people like can't get the lockup down.
Yeah.
Some people can't, like running the ropes. Like it's awkward, and especially if you have cable ropes, they hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the initial ring I trained in, I think might have been rope, and that's still like because you're depending where you train. Some people hit with the back, but I was always trained you kind of lean in with your side.
Yeah.
So one rope under the armpit, one hits you at the hip, and the other one somewhere in your calf area, depending on how tall you are. And man, because you're running full force.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
when you see the people pretending to wrestle and they jog and they pretend they're hitting a rope, it's like, dude, that's not how it is. Like
Not even
You're
close.
running, and that rope launches you back.
Yeah.
You're not like pretending and then running back.
it-
like it stops you and
Retains your
throws you.
momentum. Yeah.
and it until your body adjusts, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel great. Like even to this day, like next Saturday, if I get in that ring before the show and I run those ropes, I will be like, why did I do that?
Yeah, like I always wonder, like the guys who are doing this weekly on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or whatever,
Or AEW
how much of
or
like a
whatever
callus
show.
do they build? Like, what do they really build up on their body that allows them to?
Yeah,
do?
I mean,
or
you-
does it
you
still
always
hurt?
hear
It
about
probably just
that.
hurts them all the time. Like, I don't
Maybe
know.
like I know when I'm out there in the matches, I don't notice it. Like I
Adrenaline,
hit the ropes,
yeah.
they do not bother me. But if I'm doing it before the show, just like I get in there, stretch a little bit, run the ropes, it's like, man, I feel
Yeah.
that every time. But when I'm out there in a match, I feel the rope hit me, but it doesn't affect you. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird, but you're in the zone at that point. You're in the wrestling
Absolutely.
mode, like the bumps.
I can tell you that I totally get that. Not from I've definitely never wrestled, but just being a musician my entire life who's played just thousands of shows over again, like same as you, 20 something years of being in bands and playing live. It's the same exact thing. Like if you're practicing songs and you're not at the show and you're just warming up and stuff, I'll make mistakes all the time. But then when you're on stage and the crowd's going, you have to do it. Like you go into a different place mentally where you're just like doing the thing. You completely lose yourself to what you're doing, and then it's over. And you're like, did I do okay?
And it's like that too.
Yeah. And you go, oh, every song I played 20 beats per minute faster because I was on stage and the adrenaline, and you
There's
don't
adrenaline.
realize it.
It's
so.
the adrenaline.
But with wrestling,
Yeah.
if you're doing that, hopefully your opponent's paying attention.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
you
in
have
wrestling,
to be in sync. Like, they got to know what's going on.
it makes me think of all the times that you hear of wrestlers talking about how fast everybody tries to do it when they're new, you know, and then they always slow down, and you hear stories of old timers just milking forever time with the audience, and they're right. Like they're right. You
There's
know,
times you got to slow it down. But when you're in the ring, man,
yeah,
like if someone's climbing up to the top and, you know, poses for the crowd and comes to jump, it could be like a second. But you're in the ring watching them like, dude, is this asshole going to jump?
Exactly.
Like, it seems like he's up there for so long. And then you go back and you rewatch it and you're like, oh, that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
and
But
that's
you're
why
out
they
there
tell you to
just
slow
waiting, and you're
down.
like,
Yeah,
dude, I'm staring at you. Everyone knows. Like, are you going to hit me?
One of those spots where
It's
you're
so
like,
weird.
You feel like you're giving the spot away. Like a lot of people are criticizing Sol Ruka with her finishing move that she has, where the opponent has to kind of be in the corner, leaning, like bending over.
Okay.
So it's like a really weird setup, and it kind of gives the move away. And it also doesn't, it's not that convincing to the audience. You know what I mean?
What's the finish?
It's sort of like she jumps on the rope and does a, like, what is it? Like a front flip into a cutter
Oh, the
type of
flip and
thing?
cutter lady. Okay,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
It depends how she does it, because I've seen her hit it a few times, like
Yeah.
out of nowhere, and it looks really good.
looks
But
good.
Yeah, if there's one, it's like when the dude's Bandito's finisher,
Yeah.
the 21 plex.
Yep.
Like, there's some that look really good, like when the
Yes.
guy's flat on the ground and he does it, but when he hits that knee to the face and the guy just walks over to the middle rope, like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
See, you
It's
know
like
who did
find
this
a different
really?
setup.
So Rey Mysterio found a really good sweet spot with that. Is that leg trip into the ropes, into the middle rope?
Yes.
So he could get for the 619. Like that worked, and it didn't require your opponent to like set himself up. You know what I mean?
But for the 21 plex, if a guy was like that, it wouldn't work.
That's
To be
right.
out
Yeah.
further, like I don't know. There's got to be a better way to get into it. I always think it looks weird.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
you hit a couple when the guy was flat on the ground and then kind of did the slingshot into a deadlift and looked really good.
It's
Yeah.
this is like why I love wrestling, is this kind of conversation right here of speaking with an actual wrestler who's been doing it forever, talking about just how many details are involved in every second of what's going on in the ring, that as a viewer who's never done it, you cannot know. Like you just, you have no idea
Yeah,
Well,
just
with that
how
move,
much,
it's
you know?
all the like because the crowd always pops for it.
Yeah.
So it
For sure.
doesn't really matter that the guy. To me, it just looks weird because you're just standing there waiting. But
Absolutely.
there's a lot of moves like that. Like when Scotty 2 Hotty would do the worm.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he would do that, the bulldog deal, and then take forever to get into the jump. And you just
dude.
got to lay there going, crowd's going to go nuts.
Crowd's gonna go nuts. Yeah, it's almost like Shawn Michaels tuning up the band. It's like, in reality, you're now telling the guy on the ground, "Hey, man, he's
It's
trying to
coming,
hit you with this thing. You might want to watch out."
But at
When
least
it
the
doesn't
dudes are
matter.
usually down and then they stagger into
Yeah,
it. They're
yeah.
not just standing there going,
No, yeah. What's he
Drop
doing?
5 times. Here it comes. But he would also just hit it out of nowhere. too.
Yes,
it wasn't
absolutely.
always because a lot of times when he would tune it up, the dudes would catch it, spin 'em,
That's
or
true.
duck it.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
it also led into other things, but that was such a great finisher though because he could hit it out of
Legendary.
anywhere onto anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Luckily,
wanted
he
to
could hit it
find
on
this-
anyone.
This post here that I made earlier, because I was watching Double or Nothing, and this was the finish, and I thought it was really cool the way they did this. And it's Bandito sets him up for his finish, but the way Swerve lifts him into a powerbomb is absolutely wild.
I fucking love Swerve. He's good.
Swerve Strickland's fantastic.
I mean, both
dude.
of these guys are obviously good.
But look at this. Look at this, dude.
Holy shit.
That is
Yeah.
just-
Ouch.
I mean, that's impressive. And then obviously setting up for the finish here.
Right, but see, Swerve is more draped on the. now
See,
he's going
that's what I
out,
mean.
but-
It's like you're
It still
But
feels
it-
like it takes a long time to get there, but
But he didn't go right into grabbing the rope, though. He kind of draped on it, which
Agreed.
looks way better. And then
looks
you
way
work-
better.
you're selling. Yes.
And then I
Totally
turned my
agree.
head, but that vertebreaker was nasty, wasn't it?
It was.
If I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
It was, yeah.
If I remember watching it. He hit a couple, man. He did one to someone on a chair, and I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I want money, man. Holy hell.
Yeah, great finish. I thought that match was great.
In that
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
house call kick, man, sometimes it just looks like he murders the dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he may not, and he may.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
some of those shots, like, you'd be surprised. Like, it looks like your dad, barely any contact.
Well, you're
And then there's
kinda-
times when there's all contact.
yeah, it's like you're kind of just guessing the distance sometimes.
I'm sure, because he does that all the time. He's got it
Yeah.
down.
He's
Just like-
gotta.
Just like Sean's super kick. Like, it
Yeah.
looks like he's taking their
Oh,
head
yeah.
off. And everyone's like, no, dude, he barely touches you.
The Bucks.
so
Bucks
weird.
are great at it.
Yep. I've taken a couple of
I
those.
was going to say, you've taken
I've
some
taken
of
a couple
those.
of
Yeah.
those. So, can't confirm. If they make contact, it's, at least for me, it was in the chest, but and it's fine. It's not hard.
Yeah.
I think it took 2. They interrupted one of our matches, a fecal 4-way, I want to say it was.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, we at one point in 2CW, it was me, Guerrero Loco, I was
Yeah.
teaming with at the time, and
Yep.
then it was just alternating who the third was, and we were paired up with Ben Hamid and his group for the longest time, and it was a shitty 6. It was 6 mans, and like I know nobody wanted to see that. I didn't want to see it. And that
You're
was
like,
it.
I didn't even want to fucking
So
see
the,
it.
the
Yeah.
promoter one time he didn't even want to tell me. He's like, dude, do you want to know what we call those matches? I was like, yes. He's like, oh no, never mind. I don't want to tell you. I'm like, dude, you know I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like,
he's
I
like, well-
don't care.
He's like, if you look at it, you guys are usually the 6th match. You get about 6 minutes, and there are 6 mans usually.
Yeah.
You're the shitty 6. And I started dying, and I think I hopped on Twitter and was like, tonight in a shitty 6, and just put it out there, and then boom, the fans started taking to it. And
Yeah,
he's like,
hell
well,
yeah.
this is a thing now.
I like that.
So whenever, like, if we had that, and then if we did like a fatal 4-way, we would call it the fecal 4-way, or the excrement 8. Like, there's so many names that we came up with.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, 6 minutes, like, it doesn't seem like a long time, but I'm sure when you're in there, it feels like a long time.
Yes and no. It depends on the match. Some matches 6 minutes can feel like an eternity.
Right,
Yeah.
But no, we probably had longer than that, but they were probably like supposed to be around 6. They're probably 6 to 10.
Right.
Which is for 6 man, you could use a little more, but it all depends who's in there and what you're doing. Usually, you can have a decent match in that amount of time. Like,
Yeah.
Not every match has to be 20 minutes
No, of course
or
not.
2 minutes. Like that.
Yeah, or 2. Yeah.
And I've been in those. I've been
Yeah, for sure.
on the receiving end of many 2-minute losses, and
Well-
then I've beaten people in 2 minutes. Like it
Right,
all
right.
depends what they need from you. Like
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, WrestleMania was filled with those short matches this year.
yeah, they
Not
were all,
short ads, though.
They were the matches were what, like a lot of them were 7 to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it
And
was
the ad breaks were 7 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
crazy.
I get it, but it was excessive. It was way too much.
It was excessive. And even they've got to know.
They
They've
know.
got to know they pushed too far with that.
Even when it was on Peacock, like they would have the ad breaks, but it was never like that.
Yeah.
It felt normal to an
Yeah.
extent. It was like,
You adjusted to it, but
Yeah.
And then if you have Peacock Plus or whatever, like you would get a backstage thing,
Yeah.
or their video package.
oh, yeah.
so
that's
that was
cool.
the thing. Like, so last year they didn't really have those video packages. With
No, it
this,
was all
this-
commercials.
Yeah, and so I was like, wait a minute, is there like another tier of ESPN that I don't have where I can actually see it? Because the year before I had to get Peacock so I could see the video packages like leading up. Because there's a lot of people that come over here to watch WrestleMania that don't watch all year. So it's like it's good to get the kind of combined story.
Basically, all I watch. I'll watch
Right.
Royal Rumble and I'll watch WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then up to date, I watch all the AEW stuff. I enjoy that. Not that I don't enjoy WWE. It's just there's too much stuff out there.
Yeah.
And
Agreed. We talk
I
about it
just
all the time.
Don't have the time. I
Yeah.
want to watch.
Well, that's what Jake
nonsense.
does too. He comes in at Royal Rumble and he goes, "I'll just do this until
Yeah.
until WrestleMania."
Yeah, I watch Rumble. I watch Mania. I'm always like, hey, I'll check out SummerSlam and Survivor Series. I don't know the last time I did that. I may go back and watch a match here and there, but I don't. Like
Yeah.
AEW, I watch all the pay-per-views and stuff, so I keep
Yeah,
up
hell
on that.
yeah.
But
I mean, they're fantastic pay-per-views, dude.
I think there's been one when I was like, that was weird. It wasn't the same. But they've all
pretty
been
much,
good. And
yeah.
I know a lot of dudes who are there.
Yes.
So like,
Which
that
makes
got-
it even
That got
cooler,
me
dude.
watching in the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
oh, these guys are starting this up. All right, I'll check it out, and then I enjoyed it. And here I am, still watching it.
You know, the nice thing about AEW is they don't lock you up with their contracts. They let you go work other places. Like Mercedes Moné just came back to AEW, and she's been working all over the place.
Actually, I figured she was just had a little time off.
She probably did.
I didn't check the results or anything.
But she had, you know, she was carrying a bunch of these belts. She had to go to all these promotions to drop the titles. So it's, you know, so
She
she's
did
allowed
the win
to work.
tour, and then she did a loss tour,
Yeah,
which
she
is great.
probably-
That's right.
she probably has a different deal than a lot of the other people. It's
Oh, I would
probably-
assume.
could be
yeah.
selective dates too.
I would assume.
But like their regular talent, yeah, they can accept indie bookings if they want to.
Way
I'm
more-
sure. I'm sure some guys have different deals where it's tougher.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
Sure.
I know some of the dudes like can do basically whatever.
Yeah.
They got to run it through them, but it takes like a day or two, and they're usually like, yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. That's awesome. Like WWE just locks you down. They own your name. They own your entrance music. like,
Everything.
all that.
Everything. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's I
get
get
it.
why they do it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
they-
see both sides.
They don't run as much now, but WWE used to be 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Like
It
those
used to be
dudes
house
would
shows
like
booked.
start on a Friday and work till Tuesday,
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday.
Well, they're starting to do more house shows now, from what I've seen.
Yeah, they are bringing them
They've
back.
added a few more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they went dry on them for a while. They just do here
Yes.
and there, and then they did Syracuse New Year's Day of all days.
That's
like-
so random.
Yeah,
that's
weird.
New Year's show in Syracuse.
Well, I think TKO probably saw that they could make extra money with the house shows too. So
Of course they can. Yeah. and the wrestlers are asking for that. Like they want to.
Yeah, because they get more money for it.
They get
too.
more money.
and it's because it gives guys more work too. Because
Yeah.
not everyone can be on TV because there's limited time. Whereas house shows, it's basically if you ever been to a WWE house show,
A bunch of
it's basically
times,
like 8 matches. Like
Yeah.
it's not all the segments and stuff. It's just like bam, 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 bam.
Right.
Maybe an interview. Bam, 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 bam.
That's why I love them.
Yeah, I
It's such a different experience
People
going to a
used to
WWE house
complain
show.
about it, like, oh, I went to a house show. There wasn't the pyro. They didn't have this and that. It wasn't like the TV show. It's like,
Yeah, it felt
aren't
like
you
a
the
pro
sa-
wrestling
Aren't
show.
you the same dude who complains that the TV shows are all talk? And then you went to a
Right,
show that
right.
was all wrestling. Like,
and you still hated it.
yeah,
Like,
I used to
not
go
the
to
TV show, so don't
Yeah.
bitch. You know what I mean?
That's what people they expect what they see on TV,
Yeah.
even though they complain about
Yeah.
what they see on TV.
Yeah.
Like the last WWE show I went to was a house show, like probably 2015, because Brody was there.
Yeah.
Like I texted him that week. I'm like, "Yo, you on the show in Syracuse?" He's like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm probably gonna grab tickets." He's like, "Don't." He's like, "I'll have him at will call for you." I'm like, "All right, cool."
That's fucking awesome.
Okay, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I was going anyways, but I grabbed those tickets. They're very good. It's like 7th row on the floor.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was the last WWE show I went to. It was John Moxley at the time, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
Brody Lee in the main event. So, or I'm sorry,
Whoa.
Luke Harper.
Harper.
Yeah, it's Brody Lee.
It's fucking Brody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad I got to see him at 2CW shows too. Like see him work before he made it to WWE, you know what I mean? He was
he got-
definitely one of the guys I saw at 2CW shows and was like, God, this dude
Yeah.
is
Well,
like...
he got put into a great spot too. Really.
He did. He
Yeah,
did.
really
Getting in with the OG
cool spot
Wyatt
to be in
family
with,
was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
worked out very well. for
Yeah.
him.
It
The
definitely
crazy
did.
thing about Brody and 2CW, it took me because I pitched him and the Olsen twins for a year and a half.
Oh,
I tried to get them in day one, and didn't have a spot for them.
sure.
And like it took a year and a half. Then finally, they booked the Olsens, and Colin made it. Jimmy had back issues, and then apparently decided to go to New York City with Dalton the same day.
God.
But he's like, my back was actually messed up, though. But that day, Brody was hitting me up. He's like, hey, man, I'm coming with Colin. Can you get me Jimmy's spot? I'm like, I could try. So I hit the promoter up. I'm like, yo, Jimmy's gone. Obviously, you know that Brody's coming along. He'd love to do it. And I don't even remember. It's JD Love. He probably didn't reply to me back then or at that moment. But then Colin came out, introduced Brody, and boom. The crowd instantly hated them. They recognized them from NWA Upstate. So
That's
they got
awesome.
instant heat and over as hell. And those dudes are great. So
Of course, yeah.
I helped them get their foot in the door, and they kicked that door in, and were some of the biggest stars the company had.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I enjoyed a
that's
lot
crazy.
of that initial Wyatt run, like the whole Wyatt family thing.
That was my
initially.
favorite thing they ever did.
It was so
with
cool.
That is that got me watching for a bit because
Yeah.
I don't watch WWE that often, but I'm like, oh shit, Brody's gonna be on. Boom, DVR.
Yeah, one
like-
of your guys made it.
yeah,
dude.
like
Sick.
it's Brody, like
Yeah.
That gimmick's always tough too. Like any kind of supernatural feeling type of thing is weird. It's tough to
It almost
get it
always
right.
doesn't work.
Yeah,
yeah, but they nailed it.
Mhm.
Big time.
They definitely did.
The charisma of Bray, and then
Yeah.
Brody and Rowan just being monsters.
Well, Bray was just like a really like a creative guy, you know. and
Yeah.
it just seemed like he had like these ideas all the time, and it just always worked. Like it seemed like it always
and
worked.
they had the cool entrance and the cool theme.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I think
the lights would go out and all the cell phones would light it up.
that
Yep,
was so
yep, yep.
cool.
it,
for
ju-
sure.
it looked cool, man. And
I think a big factor for why I liked the original Wyatt family as well was because by pure chance, at the time that they were going in WWE, it was like the last time WWE had an acceptable tag team division that was like stacked. It was like the Shield versus the Wyatt family versus they even had like Orton and Batista come back at one point, feud with them.
Okay.
They had Cody wrestling with
Yeah.
Stardust teamed with Goldust.
Yeah, you look
facing
at it
them.
now and you're like, man, that's
Tyson
just-
Kidd and Cesaro. Like
there's
they had a
just nothing
crazy
going on.
stacked
The
tag division.
Usos.
On.
Yeah.
Usos, yep. And
the
so
the New Day was around then
Yeah,
too. weren't
yeah,
they?
New Day,
They
yep,
came in
yeah.
around then.
just a crazy stacked tag division. And New Day brings back to AEW. Do you think those guys are going to end up in AEW, or at least Xavier? They
No,
got it,
I
right?
think they both will. I don't.
Yeah.
Unless they go to Japan, and
Yeah,
Japan or
yeah.
Mexico, like TNA, I don't think has the funds.
It makes more
for 'em.
sense to
No.
go to AEW.
They could do some appearances.
Go to
with Impact,
AEW.
but I see them, going to AEW. I could be completely wrong. Happens all
No,
the time.
yeah.
But that's where I would assume. they
Yeah,
would end up.
that's
Them
what I'm hoping
versus-
for.
Them versus the Young Bucks, like
Oh yeah,
That's
got to see them
something-
versus Young
yeah.
Bucks. And Xavier does up, down, down, which, as far as I know, he's sold to WWE. So now we're gonna get like left, right, or
Down,
some
down, up,
shit,
up.
or down, up. Yeah, but he won't need to if he goes to AEW because they have their AEW games like
Channel,
YouTube
yeah.
channel, and he would just be in. Like, how could you have a bigger asset
Yeah.
to add to that situation than that dude
Yeah,
who's
he would
so
probably join
ingrained
that,
in
and
gaming?
then
You know.
if he doesn't have access to up, down, down anymore, he would start something else.
Yeah.
'cause
Oh yeah.
Sure.
The revenue he would make from that would be
It's
foolish
going to
not
be
to.
It
extraordinary.
is crazy that they like own his YouTube channel.
Well, he
Like,
sold it to
basically
him.
was
Fair and
yeah.
square. He
Yeah.
sold it to
He
him,
must
so he
have
made
gave
the
it up.
bag.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that
For
is
sure.
crazy though.
That is wild.
That's or they were like, yeah, either
Sell it to us or
sell
you're
it to us
done.
or you can't. We own you right now. You
Well,
can't
yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
'Cause there was a time when those guys couldn't stream or do any of that where they were making
Mm-hmm.
separate income.
Well, even a lot of their Instagrams and stuff like that are like owned by the WWE.
Yeah.
They're either owned or they're monitored.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you have a personal one, I think they can be like, "Yo, you can't post that."
I think that
Mm-hmm.
you have to like get posts approved through somebody.
Yeah, that's crazy. But AEW should do that for Ricochet because some of the stuff when he has his
Ricochet
tantrums
goes-
on
That's so
there,
funny.
you're like, "Oh man, is this a?" Is he doing a work?
Is it a
If
bit,
so, then
or-
it's not the way
yeah.
to go, brother.
Sometimes you wonder, man, like if it's because like his character on screen does kind of reflect that. So like you're wondering how much of it is in character. It's wild. Some of the shit. That
I'm
he says.
sure some is, and I'm
It's
sure
wild.
some is not.
Yeah,
There's
and that's
some
the thing
stuff
is
you're just like, oh man,
he can blur the line if he wants to. He's like, so Lucha Underground started posting their episodes on their YouTube channel.
okay.
So now you can go back and start like watching it again. And I was like, yeah, dude. And so the first episode, Ricochet, Prince Puma, and John Morrison, Johnny Mundo. It's fantastic.
Of course.
They were fantastic.
Yeah.
I think I watched one episode of Lucha Underground.
I'm with you, man.
When it
I
first came
didn't
out-
catch it when it happened.
When it first came out, I think I want to say it was Rey Mysterio versus Chavo.
Yes.
And I was
First
like, I want to
match.
see this, so I recorded it, and I thought it was a cool gimmick. It looked cool. I
It's
just
really
never really got into it. But now,
Yeah.
if they're starting to put it on the interweb again, I might have to check it out.
highly suggest because I also never watched it, and he got me into it, and
I
it's
can't,
crazy.
like, yeah, I
the
can't
amount of
say enough.
guys.
Can't say enough about that show.
And
dude.
it's another it's something we talk about on here a lot too, is how we love when wrestling has very cinematic in between stuff. Like, it's cool when they try to
Yes.
treat it like a sport too sometimes, but I like it more like what they just did with Bandito. The whole, like, dude, the fucking
the vignette with because the thing too
I
was
fast-forward through most of those.
I think they're great depending on them. Like, so a lot of the vignettes are just guys talking or whatever. It's like, whatever. That had zero talking in it. And it was like a Hollywood shot and like color graded and shit. Almost like a cut scene
it was cool.
of Swerve just like fucking up a old saloon style bar and tossing dudes out of there and shit. And it's
pretty
because
cool.
he's looking for Bandito, and he holds up a wanted poster of Bandito and burns it or whatever. But
Yeah, I
there's
saw
no
parts of
dialogue.
them.
So
Yeah,
like
that's-
that stuff is cool. And it made me think of like WWE and the build up for WrestleMania 40. They did a lot of cinematic kind
Yeah,
of
they
sit down
did.
stuff with Cody and Roman. And then they never did shit like that ever again.
Yeah.
And we were like, no, that was cool.
yeah, and it's not like the fans were
It
screaming.
just made it feel big.
It's not like the fans are screaming, no, don't do that again.
No, yeah, for sure.
Now, was the Swerve Bandito thing? Was that just the build up to?
It was just part of the build
for the
up. Yeah.
Owen Cup thing.
It
Yeah.
was for
So I
that
thought
match.
Swerve
It
was
was for
going to
that
go for
match.
the Ring of Honor title at one point when they started teasing him and Bandito.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, are they gonna take the belt off of him, put it on Swerve, and then I watched Ring of Honor, and no,
Nope.
Swerve.
No,
Nope.
Swerve is going to be.
I can't remember who Bandito wrestled, but it wasn't Swerve.
It wasn't
Yeah,
Swerve.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
Swerve came out at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Swerve's
they were
gonna
just
be-
building up a blood feud between them. Yeah.
Yes,
One match blood feud.
But I think Swerve's guy.
Right.
He's going to be an AEW title picture guy. I think
Swerve? Yeah, I mean, of course.
yeah,
He's-
he'll be back in there soon.
he's
enough.
fantastic,
Yeah.
dude. Well, MJF just took the belt back. He's just like he's so locked in. MJF is so locked in.
Yeah.
He's got that character down.
he
It's
has
so
that
good.
character down.
He is-
He has it down enough to where you go, is it a character? Like,
Yeah.
Or is he
It
just
is,
like
is
that?
he really a dick?
Yeah, yeah.
He's
But,
just so good.
I mean,
at
that's
it.
what we always hear are like all the gimmicks that dudes develop that seem to really lead to big breakthrough careers for them always end up being that, where when they get interviewed after and they're asked about their gimmick, they always say like, well, I tried this, and this, and it wasn't working. So I just started being myself, turned up to 11 or whatever.
He would probably just be like, "What gimmick?"
Yeah, he'd go,
What
I don't,
gimmick?
what are you fucking talking about?
Well, that's another
Yeah.
thing with him is like he's always in character. Like
Yeah. He's
It's
like, what? He'd
weird.
go, what's my gimmick? Being the best? I just am the best.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
It's
okay.
weird when you see him not in character because he does on occasion like talk
Yeah.
during some of the interviews,
Rarely,
and you're
yeah.
like, "Huh, he's a real person too."
Mm-hmm.
But normally he's just a dick. Like I saw one where he got like DoorDash delivered in the middle of the interview, just sitting there eating.
That's incredible.
it's like just trolling.
It's
basically.
creative, though. It's very creative.
Had to get that protein
douchiness.
in, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like just like a good heel. So it's like weird you see a guy like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll never turn, and sometimes they never should.
No, they did though when he was with Adam Cole.
Oh, that's
that's
true.
right,
Got him
yeah.
over.
They
He
did,
was
yeah.
over huge as a baby.
He
It
was, yeah.
crazy. I'm like, I didn't think it was gonna work, and then I'm like, this is working.
Yeah.
And then the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
double clothesline and all that stuff. And when he finally embraced it and started being a fan favorite, it really worked. And then he lost his title and then got
And now
mad
he's
and-
pissed.
and
Yeah.
went back to
Yeah.
back to his roots.
Yeah.
Or Adam Cole turned on him initially.
Yeah.
And then Cole was the heel, and then MJF came back, and they were like, you know what? We're gonna make MJF a heel and Cole
Yeah.
a face, and it's gonna make 0 sense. But
It is going to make 0 sense.
because they
Yep.
just flip flop the whole Undisputed Era.
But
at
it
that point.
does make sense in the long run, you know.
It
It
does.
did-
Yeah.
in the long run, yeah, it was good, but like just their explanation of it, and it's
Yeah.
like it just doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Like Cole turned on him, not
It
the other way
doesn't.
around.
It doesn't make sense.
AEW does do that sometimes where you're like, oh, I don't know about that. Like if that makes
Well,
sense. But
I
then-
think they went through their first kind of like lull because when it started, it was such a big deal.
was huge.
And it was so huge.
Yeah.
And all of the just like concept of what it was going to be was so huge. And they had Jericho and Moxley and as well as all of these up and comers that would end up breaking out as stars, like guys like Darby Allin and MJF and stuff, you know? And a lot of indie talent that got an opportunity to showcase on a way bigger stage than normal indie show usually is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so it was awesome. But then they experienced their first kind of downswing around the time of like Punk leaving.
Punk leaving.
It felt like that was when
that
it
hit 'em
started
hard.
to feel
Yeah.
weird, and they were struggling with it in a way where it almost seemed like when stuff like that happens, they're kind of going, how everything was fine. What changed that now everybody's turning on everything we do? you know?
well, the Punk thing was not
That didn't help
handled.
them.
It wasn't handled.
No,
that-
That
it wasn't
was-
handled great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that whole situation was crazy. But
crazy.
yeah, the crowd's kind of dipped for a bit there.
Yep.
But now, like
But-
that last pay per view, that crowd, holy hell!
Yeah.
Well,
there's
that's
so
what I was
many
going to say
people there.
is I feel like All in Texas that happened in like January or whatever.
July.
Was
It was last
it?
summer. All in Texas was definitely over.
Oh,
It
was
a
it
while ago
summer?
now, yeah,
Oh,
now
I
that I
thought
think
it was.
about it.
I thought it was like end of the year or something last year. But either way, that show where Hangman won the title back from Mox and like opened the briefcase and the actual title was in there
that
and he
might have
pulled
been
it
full
right.
year.
Maybe.
That might have been November-ish. I don't.
No, you're
remember.
dead on. It was July 12th,
July
2025.
12th,
All
I
in.
knew it was over
Yeah.
the summer because
Yeah.
they for All In normally that was like All In London, but they couldn't get the right stadium.
Gotcha.
And normally Forbidden Door was the summer, and I think they flip flopped them.
Sure.
It
yep.
was that was the spot
But
though. I
that
think.
was the show
Yeah.
where it felt like
They kind of
there was like a tangible thing. You could just like feel the energy shift, and it was like, oh, they're super back on track. And ever since then,
Yeah,
they've
the
been on
crowds have
fire.
good, and yeah.
It
Yeah.
worked really well too because you had this like symbolic thing where Moxley's holding the title in the briefcase and you have Hangman dethrone him, take the belt back out, and it was just symbolic of the whole thing. And it felt like they were turning a corner and
Yeah.
really like hitting.
It was
their stride.
almost like the imagery of showing the audience that
Yes.
was like symbolically showing the audience
I
like
thought it was
we're back on
weird
track.
that he locked it up for that long.
Me
like,
too.
Yes.
But
I've talked a ton of shit
I can't
about
be
it.
the only one who hoped when he finally lost it and they opened up the briefcase, it was a confetti bomb.
Oh, dude,
Or a
we were
glitter
talking.
bomb.
Yeah,
Just boom.
yeah, just some bullshit.
That
A
would've been
Joker
so
flag that
good.
says "bang" or whatever would have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
great.
And then where's the belt? Who cares, man? Poor ring crew's got to clean all that glitter and
Oh, the
confetti up.
oh man.
Yeah, it's a
So-
shame too though because like that belt looks great and they just didn't have it on TV basically.
Yeah, they locked it up
Yeah,
for a
that's
year.
so weird.
Or however long it was.
So weird.
It was strange, but it worked, and like everyone hated the
That's
Death Rider
right.
At that
That's
point.
what it was.
Like because at first when they turned Moxley, it took a while, and then they kind of moved him back to face. They flip flop it so much, and then
Yeah.
solid heels. They had all the baby faces and the random people who hadn't been on TV forever, trying to keep them out of the arena because they
Yep,
were
yep.
taking over everything. And they had that didn't last that long, but they had that angle going, and then all of a sudden it's like, how come Uno's not on TV anymore? Because he was the one of
Right.
the ones trying to keep him out.
Yeah.
And I love that dude, so I want to see him on TV. But and then they just they were the heels for a while,
Yeah.
and no, they can't decide.
Yeah,
The fans
Yeah.
have basically turned
It's almost like
fans
he's-
have turned Moxley face, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rest of the group, it's hit or miss. Like
Yeah.
sometimes they're faces, sometimes they're heels. Feuding them when they were still heels with the Don Callis family confused me because I'm like, there's no one to cheer for. They're all bad guys.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the idea too with
I cheer for Don Callis himself.
Yeah,
He's
Did you
He's
see it?
hysterical.
Did you see his teeth fall out last week on TV? Dude,
What's
was
that? I
funny.
saw something fly out. I didn't know.
Bro,
That
I
was
didn't know if it was
funny.
teeth or gum or
Oh
what.
my god, that was hilarious.
that guy is so good. He's
Well, so the
funny.
thing with the Death Riders is like they can kind of just do whatever they want because they're presented as like this like separate entity. Like they're just kind of causing chaos however they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
they're-
the way
I
they've built
I think
them.
they're pivoting to make them faces, at least half of them, because
Yeah.
Pac hasn't embraced it.
Yeah,
obviously,
no,
especially stuff with Osprey, and then Yuta, like the crowd just. He was the one like when he first joined them and they were doing that thing with Danielson, and he didn't completely turn on Danielson. Like Yuta was getting cheered, and then he put that bag over his head, and ever since then, like
he's just been no
he's
one.
just been
yeah.
shit on. Like they could cheer the rest of the group, and then Yuta gets in there, and they're like, "Ooh!"
Yeah,
I love that.
Pac
It's so
is crazy
funny.
to me because he looks like a different guy now. Like, because I remember
Oh, yeah,
watching
he
him
does.
in NXT as like Adrian Neville,
Yeah,
and it was like it felt like a completely different guy.
that was a great era of NXT
Just
though.
since he came back,
Yeah,
when he
Yeah,
grew,
just
he
since he
cut
came
the
back.
hair, grew the sides out, got the full beard.
and he's like big now.
He's always been big.
He's been
Yeah,
jacked.
but
He's always
but
been like
I
I,
think
did a
his
show with him forever ago, and he
was insanely
he is
jacked.
not a
Yeah,
tall
yeah.
man, but he was in amazing shape.
yeah he is a big.
Yeah,
dude.
he looks crazy.
When he first
jacked.
came back, like he was wearing like the long tights and the
I
singlet.
loved that.
And I'm like, did he get out of shape while he was gone?
See, he
And
he
then
like,
like 2 days later, he
He's
wore
like, no, no,
trunks,
no,
and I'm
no.
like, oh no, he did not.
Yeah, nope.
'Cause,
He's
yeah,
it
still
looks like he
crazy
thickened
shape.
up a little bit, but like
Yeah, I'm
he's
sure he
still
has,
look at how
but-
ripped he was.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
insane.
Oh my
Like, because
god!
I wear the long tights and a singlet now because I do not look like that.
yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Like
a lot of people don't look like
my
that.
abs have not popped in years. So I'm a little more covered up these days.
Yeah, and with the short hair, like I don't know, it's a little. It just seems like
he
a
does
different.
look different. The full beard and
does.
the hair. He
Yeah,
looks
it's
less
crazy.
troll like.
Yeah, he looks intense. He
Oh, yeah,
looks
he's terrifying.
Very intense.
But it's cool to see. Like again, I was watching him in NXT, and you know the whole transformation. Like I don't know, everything he's done has been great. Honestly, I
Yeah.
always liked him.
Phenomenal. And the
He's a
man
crazy
gravity-
athlete.
The
too.
man who defies gravity, I
Yeah,
think was his
yeah.
tag
He's
name.
fucking
just
crazy.
And
insane.
it's still that way. He can still do all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's nutty.
That's so nuts. So nuts. I was like, I'm trying to think of questions that would be entertaining or better questions to ask. I'm like, so you ever wrestle this guy? And shit, you know what I mean? Like
Let's
the Chris
do it.
Farley
The
thing.
answer is
But-
probably no.
Yeah.
But I've been in the locker room with them.
But- start naming guys
you've
off.
been in locker rooms with a ton of guys.
Oh, yeah,
of course.
Name some. Let's see.
But not even that. My actual question is just like, of dudes you've been in the locker room with, is there anybody that sticks out to you of like, I expected that guy to look so much different in person? Like Neville, for example, where you went, he is a lot shorter than you think he's going to be when you see
well,
him.
Neville,
in
I
person.
didn't know at the time.
Sure,
because it
sure.
was before that. I heard the name Pac, but I never knew who he was. So yeah, he was not very big. Dudes who I was surprised.
Or huge, where you meet him and go, oh, this guy's actually fucking gigantic.
Road Dogg.
Road Dogg?
It doesn't make sense because I've seen him on TV a million times. Standing next to Billy Gunn.
Who's huge.
And you like, because Billy is just jacked.
Yeah.
And Road Dogg was not.
No, yeah,
So
he
when
always
you meet
would-
Road Dogg, when I met Road Dogg in person and Billy, to me it doesn't even make sense why I didn't realize Road Dogg was that tall because he's always standing next to Billy, who is pretty tall.
Yeah, he's
But I was
like
just
6'5" or some shit.
God damn, you are big.
Yeah.
Scott Hall, when I met him,
Oh, dude,
I didn't
he's a
realize. I knew he
gigantic
was
human.
tall, but dear, I'm just like, Hey, man.
Yeah, Scott Hall
Dude.
does seem like a big dude.
Yeah, Big Bill. Big Cass.
Yeah,
whatever,
Big
like,
Bill.
holy
Yeah.
shit.
Holy fuck, dude.
God.
Oh, I
like,
wanted to bring that up too because it looks like they might go back to WWE. Both of these guys. That's
that's
the
weird.
speculation now. Like they're talking about Enzo Amore like going back there, and then
Yeah, that's like the rumors online.
And-
yeah.
I've
and
read that. I've
Big
seen
Bill's
that rumor,
contract's
but,
almost
like,
up.
I don't know, man. Like I could see Big Bill going back.
Yeah.
Enzo's
Enzo,
a
I
little
don't know.
tougher.
They
Like,
said they were thinking about bringing him to NXT. Is what they were saying.
they could. I mean, but like
they
those
were
allegations
gods in
ruined
NXT.
him.
Yeah, they did.
Like he was untouchable for a long time. I know MLW brought him in.
Yeah.
I think Impact used him once or twice.
He's
but-
been doing more now, it seems.
Yeah,
but
he's been active since he left on the indies. Like here and there, he's doing the rap stuff. He
Yeah,
does indies.
yeah.
He did the first or second 2CW reunion. He was
Oh,
him and
okay.
Big Bill were there.
is that where you saw him, or had you?
Yeah,
met him
no, that's where I saw Big Bill, and I knew he was big. But
before?
then,
Of course.
then
I mean,
like
look
you
at
see
him,
him, and you're like, because some of these dudes are like, hey, this guy's this tall, and then I meet him, and I'm like, I'm taller than him.
I was going to
He's
say, you're
that
not
tall.
necessarily a short guy.
I'm like
you're
6 foot, 6'1".
Yeah,
I never stand up straight, so I don't know
I'm
my
with you on
actual
that.
height, and I'm sure I've lost an inch or two because of that. But like years ago, I was on a show with Buff Bagwell, and one of my friends was like, "Dude, you got to get a picture with him." And I'm like, "Why?" Like, I don't care. He's like, "Dude, I want." He wanted it. He loved
He's
Buff.
like,
he wanted
"I
it. He
want
wanted
it."
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was, end of the show. Hey, Buff, what's up, man? Is it cool? Could take a picture. He's like, oh yeah, sure, man. And took the picture, I posted it, and one of my friends is like, on the internet it says Buff Bagwell is 6 foot tall. So how tall are you? 6'8"? Because I was a few inches
you're like,
taller. I'm like,
yeah,
I guess
taller.
in wrestling height I am.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm trying to think of who else, like, because some of the dudes I've met, like, you don't realize how big they are, or they look big, and then they're cut, but they're not as thick.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Scott Steiner is a terrifying man on television and in person. But at the time that I wrestled him, it was like 2012, so he was
Sure.
still in great shape, but thankfully it wasn't like 98 Scott Steiner.
Oh, my
Because I don't
God.
think I'd be sitting here right now.
Yeah, you'd be like,
'Cause
I
he
got
probably
two
would have
beat
been
up,
like,
bro.
you're dead. But he was cool. He didn't kill me, so I was happy with that. Like, I survived Scott Steiner, so thank you.
There you go.
yeah,
yeah.
that's a notch.
That's
right there.
crazy. That's crazy. He is.
Yeah, he always looked huge, man. Like, and
He was back then. He was.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
for sure.
in 2012, he was in very good shape, especially for being like
I was going to
early
say, had to
50s,
be
I think, at the
early
time.
50s. Yeah.
late 40s, early 50s, like fantastic shape. But this was a time period, I don't know if you remember, when he was on Twitter going insane about Hulk Hogan,
Oh,
Impact
yes,
Wrestling.
I do
just
remember.
ripping all of
Going
that.
nuts,
And
yeah.
like, you're seeing all this, and you're like, the promoter's telling me I'm more than likely going to be working him. This dude is unhinged. Like, I may die. And then
You're
we
like,
get there.
Uh-oh.
And they're like, yeah, dude, we got you. They told us the angle. We were attacking a guy. Scotty was making the save, set up a tag match. Oh, like, cool. So I went over and like, hey, Scott, we're working tonight. Whenever you're ready, we're over there. We'll go over your stuff. I don't want to bug you. He's like, okay. And then, we're all gearing up and talking out some stuff. And he just comes rolling on over. He's, hey, guys, what's up? What are we doing? And then, pitch. He's like, all right, how about I do this? And I was like, all right, cool. And then just went back and forth. He did his few spots. His tag partner took most of the heat. Then he came in for the end. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to change this. Let's see what happens. So I go over to him like, hey, Scotty, at the beginning, instead of doing this, I can't even remember what it was, but I know there was a spot where I think we locked up and he threw me down or whatever. So at one point, I'm like, I'm just going to flex, say, you got nothing on me, and I'm going to charge you. I'm like, don't move. Just stand there. I'm going to bounce off of you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't even need to shrug me down. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
and then go into this. And he's like, okay. He's like, yeah,
He
no
was like,
problem.
cool,
And then, like, I'm
whatever.
walking away, and I'm like, okay, we went over that for like 3 seconds. Hopefully, he remembers in the ring. He
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Because I don't want to be
Of
running at
course,
him and him
dude.
just put that Steiner line
And
up.
just
and
go,
then-
no, what are
and
you
then
doing?
boom. But yeah, he was terrifying
Yeah.
until As you
but
said,
then you
when
were-
you're in that moment, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when you're in the back, actually going into the venue, knowing that you're wrestling this man, and you know his reputation, and you know how he's been on the internet,
And you're seeing him on Twitter going nuts.
So you're like,
Yeah.
all right, this could be good, or this could be my last dance.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you get there, you meet him, and he's fine, and then you're like, going into it, you're like, all right, hopefully this works out. And then we get out there and attack the dude, and he comes to make the save, and we're on the microphone going back and forth, and boom, set up the main event. Then we have the match, and I don't even remember going into it, but I'm sure I was like, all right, hopefully I don't die. But once my music hits and I go through that curtain, it doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Like, I know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen, and
Yep.
hopefully
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
And it went fine. Like that was good.
And he was a total pro.
Yeah,
Shocker. He was a
Right,
total
right.
pro.
one of my
Like,
favorite parts was like Cruz took the back elbow. It fell down. He rolled to his stomach like an idiot because he's just used to that. And then Steiner rolls him back. That's the flex and drops the elbow on him. But Steiner's had foot issues and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He does that and just bam, he drops that elbow right on. Cruz was like, oh dude, that sucked. He dropped that elbow so hard. I'm like, I could tell.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Right on
That's
Cruz's head.
amazing.
Like, that's what you get for rolling over, you idiot. You knew the spot.
Yeah, yeah.
It looked good though.
It's so good.
It was real.
Yeah.
You were an ECW guy then when you were a kid then. When you were growing
ECW.
up.
Oh yeah, I watch ECW all the time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. I never
When I could.
Yeah, I
Same.
never I
I'd have
never
to
really
set the
that's, yeah.
You have to. This is back in the day. You would set the VCR. It's supposed to be on like 2 a.m. on MSG. So you started at 1 a.m. and you put it to like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was an infomercial basically, and it aired when it aired sometimes.
Yeah, it was funny like trying to catch wrestling shows. You're like taping over other old ones and you're like, "No, I don't want to lose this one, but I only have this tape or whatever." And it's
Yeah,
like,
the tape, dude.
Yeah. Were you around for Taper? I don't even know how old you are.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
you were
yeah.
around for-
Oh, yeah.
I know you were.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Seth,
for
I'm
sure.
not
I'm,
sure the
I'm
age.
35, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a
so-
few years younger. Yep.
So you're not a child.
Yeah, it was definitely raw. It's funny too because like I remember having like specific episodes of Raw that I had taped, and I would just watch them multiple times, which is so dumb. Like, why? It's one episode.
yeah.
Of
But that's what you
Monday Night
did
Raw.
back then.
Back
That's
then,
what you back
yeah,
then.
there
It's
wasn't
like,
as
I don't
much
know.
to watch.
Yeah,
and-
We didn't have internet.
Yeah, the
Right.
network wasn't around. Thank God, I probably would have never left my
Oh,
house.
never.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
back in that day.
Do you remember the first version of the network that was like a channel on digital cable, and it would just play old matches all the time and shit? Do you ever see
No.
that?
I think I
Yeah.
knew of it, but no.
Same. I knew of it. Didn't watch a lot of it until years later when the actual like what we know as like the WWE
Yeah, the
network
one
came
that
out.
was on
They
cable was
put all
probably-
that stuff up.
Yeah, that one was probably an additional.
Isn't there a,
Fee.
Probably.
Isn't there one
and I
for,
never paid for any of that shit either.
Yeah, when I was a kid, man, like, God, I was lucky to get a pay per view once a year.
Yeah, Mania or something.
dude?
Yeah.
Like we used to go to the like Blockbuster or whatever, and
And
you
Ri-
could get like
Royal Rumble 92
No Way
or some
Out
shit.
or something.
Yeah, I used to rent them.
Yeah,
Red
crazy.
Video back in the day.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
get the Royal Rumble 91.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
You're like,
dude,
stuff
we're
like
at
that.
the same
Yeah.
event. Like
yeah, I
10
would rent them all
times.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
You're
had
like,
like some
what?
weird ones, like indie stuff, or
Yeah.
back
Uh-huh.
then territory stuff. It's like, oh man,
yeah.
that's Bad News Brown. I'll check this out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
who
You
the
see
hell's that
Austin
Duel the
Austin
Butcher?
versus Michaels, and you're like, I gotta rent that. Like
Yep. Yep.
that's crazy.
That
So
and
crazy.
Jackie Chan movies. It was like every weekend. I have an older brother who's 3 years older than
Okay.
me. We both grew up watching wrestling in
See,
the
you guys
90s.
did that because
And then we would go rent like a video game for $5 or whatever
Yeah.
for a week and a movie. And one of us would get some kind of wrestling or
Yeah.
like, that was early days of UFC too. So
I was gonna say
sometimes
you
we'd rent
guys are
that.
definitely younger than me, so like
Yeah. By a little bit,
10
right?
years. I got 10 on him. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
You said
I'm
you're a couple years
37,
older.
so
yeah,
yeah,
so I
yeah,
got
yeah.
8 on you.
Yeah.
Almost 9. Yeah, I'm old. So like the Jackie Chan movies,
Not
I don't
that
even
old,
know if
brother.
he made it over here yet at that point.
If
when
yeah,
I was
that's fair.
renting this
That's
stuff
fair.
when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
this
It
was mid 90s for me.
Yeah,
is
for
when I
me
a
this
little kid.
was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Going to like Red's Video, and for me,
Yeah.
I would hit the wrestling section and then the horror movie section.
Yes,
And
of course.
the way we
of
picked,
course.
the way me and my friends picked a lot of those out was just going through, find the one with the most ridiculous cover.
Yep,
Most
absolutely.
goofy stuff on it, and you're like, yeah, we're checking this
Yep.
out. So I watched so many B horror
Fucking
movies.
ghoulies or some shit because you're like a demon in a toilet. Let's go. We're
Here's the
getting
thing.
that.
I have not seen all the Ghoulie movies, but a few years back, they were on sale on like Vudu, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna purchase these. So I got them, and I watched Ghoulies 1, and no demon came out of a toilet
Ever one time.
So I'm like, does this happen in the sequels, or is that just weird marketing? Because like, I think the tagline said they get you in the end, meaning they crawl out of the toilet and get you in the asshole.
Yeah.
And that never happened. It was
No.
weird. Like the end, I just remember
Well-
these little things. I don't even remember actually, but I know those little possessed demon things.
Yeah, just generic fucking demons of some
And
kind.
they better come out of a toilet in some of those other movies. I have to
That
go
is
back
the promise.
I got to
They-
go back and
yeah.
sit through the first one again because I remember watching it going, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
But
like,
I
deliver.
think the issue was because none of what I thought was going to happen did.
Yeah.
But I do want to go back because I have them all. Like Ghoulies Go to College.
That exists?
Yes.
No
insane.
way.
Yeah, so I got to go back and watch those because
Oh.
when I was a young Steve, man, those cheesy horror movies.
Oh,
like,
dude.
Yeah.
They
Same
were my
here,
thing.
big
Like
time.
the Ice Cream Man. Anyone see
Oh,
that
yeah.
one?
Oh,
Clint
yeah.
Howard classic.
Yep.
My absolute favorite low budget cheesy B horror movie is Blood Diner.
Never seen it.
No one has,
Blood
but actually that's not true. Back in the day when they WWE used to have like their little video blogs or whatever, there's one where they're going around asking people like their favorite cheesy movie or whatever, and Dolph Ziggler mentioned Blood Diner.
Really?
Yes, he got
Incredible.
the plot a little off, but I could tell he had seen
You're
the
like,
movie
he'd
for
seen
sure.
it. He'd
and
seen
like the
it.
way that he said it, I was like, yeah, this dude's definitely watched it. So at one point when I was watching it, I posted a thing on Twitter about it, and he definitely liked it. He might have replied to it too.
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
like, Dolph Ziggler understands.
Like, what is
He
going
gets it.
on? Like,
He
so I'm
gets it.
seeing like zombies or I mean vampires, and I'm seeing.
I'm definitely watching this.
There's
This
there's-
is so up my alley.
there's wrestling in there.
Is there really?
Yes.
No way,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
The
don't.
villain wrestler's name is Little Jimmy
My wife
Hitler.
and I watch shit like this all the time. So,
Seth heard what I said. Did you hear what I said? The villain wrestler name, Little Jimmy Hitler.
oh my god,
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
That's clever.
incredible.
Yeah, if there's a trailer,
That's
you
funny.
can check. I don't know if there's even a trailer, but if there
Oh,
is,
it's on Tubi.
I would say check that out. I could go into detail on the movie, but
It ain't worth it.
but I don't want to. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I don't know. I like horror movies. I just don't I don't really watch them all the time. Like, I did go see Backrooms this weekend. I thought that was pretty cool.
I was gonna say, what the hell is that? Like,
It's one of those movies where it's like it's so open ended that it leaves you going, huh? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
like-
Space Odyssey is kind of like that too.
Yeah,
where you're
kinda.
just like, wow, that was cool, but like, what happened? Like,
well,
what
I
just
am a
happened?
person who basically lives at that movie theater. I'm there all the
Oh,
time,
yeah.
and somehow I never saw a trailer for that movie, Backrooms. Like I
so
saw,
weird.
I saw it was listed over the weekend.
It's
I'm like,
huge
what
right
the hell
now.
is this? And I was checking like box office results, and like Backrooms grossed 80 million over
Yeah.
the
Which
weekend.
is crazy.
And I was like, okay, maybe I saw the trailer for it, and I just don't remember the name. So I pull the trailer up, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, I've definitely never seen this.
Yeah.
And then I finished the trailer, and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Do you like
Well, yeah, I was
found footage?
I was just about to say, man.
Some of it.
If you ever have the time
You have to
before
watch
you watch the Backrooms movie, you should at least watch what it was inspired by, which is a short YouTube video. The director of the current movie's like 21 years old or something.
wow.
And he's the guy that created it and posted all of it online. And it's just, yeah, it's right here. Well, that's like the most new one, but the Backrooms, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a full
you don't
playlist.
have to watch all 22 of them. You can
Okay,
literally just watch the
so
first one.
it's
It's like
bi-
9 minutes.
It came off of this. So
It
it
came-
had a following before.
Had a following, yes. Yep.
So that
So-
kind of makes sense why so many people saw it
Yeah,
yet
so
I didn't see a guy.
Absolutely,
Originally, what it was someone posted a picture of like this weird area, and it was like these
Yeah.
yellow rooms and this carpet,
like
and
creepypasta shit on Reddit,
and
or
they
whatever.
posted that, and then this kid took it and ran with it and made a series on YouTube, and the movie is
It's
directed
good.
by this kid too.
Okay.
So
But 80 million, that is.
It's wild. That's why
that
it's
is
so
a
wild.
Crazy opening, man.
Crazy opening, $80 million opening for a 21-year-old kid off YouTube
Yes.
crazy.
in the
Good for-
Hollywood system.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
How much
Well-
of that money will he see?
Yeah, right,
yeah.
right.
You know?
Probably not much, but
But
he'll
God
probably get another
damn.
picture though because
Yeah.
of it. You know.
They said they're already making a sequel.
Yeah,
Or
of course they are.
another movie. I
They
don't know if
got
it's
real
sequel, but-
actors and stuff to do it.
Yeah.
Well, of course they did. He had a budget. Like,
I thought it was cool. Like there was a lot of Easter eggs from like the YouTube series and stuff.
That's
but
cool.
I've seen the YouTube series so many times. I love found
I've
footage.
only ever seen it once, and I like found footage, but I like
It
Blair
depends on
Witch
the
and
found
shit.
footage. Like
Yeah.
Blair Witch, I couldn't watch because I would probably throw up. That shaky
It's so
camera.
common.
Yeah,
Everybody
Cloverfield,
says
So
it.
back
Cloverfield's
then
like
was
that.
terrible. Like I love Cloverfield, but there
Love
are
it.
a few scenes in that movie
It
where I'm
is shaky. Yeah.
like, I get it is found footage, but you can just put it on a tripod.
Right.
No one's gonna be
Absolutely,
like,
yes.
this isn't real. Like,
Yeah,
no,
that-
come on.
Backrooms is not. It's very
no, it
slow.
looked-
and
Yeah,
Like
That's
when
cool.
I saw, I want to say it was Quarantine. That was like found footage. Stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
They
Yeah.
definitely stable cameras and
Yes,
stuff, and
yeah.
that was good. But Cloverfield had its moments
And-
when it
Yeah.
was shaky. But then they did 10 Cloverfield Lane, and
It was so
thankfully,
good.
yeah, John. I just remember John Goodman,
John
dancing
Goodman,
at,
bro.
just dancing at that jukebox. got me.
Yeah.
But that was at least not shaky camera Blair
Yep.
Witch style.
Well, you can't get away with it now. Like in the 90s, doing found footage was, one, it was groundbreaking. But two, all they had was shaky ass cameras, you know?
Sure.
Now your iPhone has stabilization in it. So it's like, if you're filming something, it's why, like, if you see alien or UFO footage, you go, in 2026, it's not in 4K, the footage? How? What phone are you using?
They had a flip phone.
Like,
okay?
yeah, how did
Yeah.
you get a flip phone?
so
Like,
he actually
what?
didn't shoot it with a camera. He did everything in Blender. It's all rendered.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And like the original Backrooms had a lot of models and miniatures and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would film through like fake hallways he built at miniature scale to kind of pull off the.
It's just it's just really
it's so
well done.
good. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I feel like
The movie's a different vibe though.
I
you know?
might
Well, of
have
course
to-
it is,
oh,
yeah.
I'm sure I'll check it out at some point.
and this is where
Yeah.
this is where we can attempt to start wrapping stuff up, because I can already tell that you're a movie guy and we gel on a lot of other shit, and we're gonna start talking about movies for 2 hours right now.
Oh yeah,
and I
man! So
love
the
it.
new He-Man movie this weekend.
yeah, which I love that shit, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't want to be here all night, so it's cool.
Zero plans. I have zero plans.
Yeah, I'm off
Unfortunately,
tomorrow.
I have work, so I might have to dip out, but
At night?
no, in the morning.
What time?
But 7 a.m.
Yeah, me too, buddy. All right.
You're
I
like,
wake up
"Fuck
at
you."
5.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
A couple things I did want to mention real quick. Like I loved the Stadium Stampede match.
Which
was,
one?
That was so
Which
much fun.
one?
The one that just
The
happened.
one that just
Oh,
happened.
I'm sorry. That was Anarchy in the
It
arena.
was wild, dude. It was
was
so
meh.
wild.
I thought, meh. Like,
No,
Really?
like I think that they're
much.
entertaining. I think
yeah,
that
they are. They
they're
are.
like-
They have
yeah.
their moments. They have the stuff in there.
Yeah.
I like the first actual Stadium Stampede
OG
when they were
one.
in the actual stadium.
That was crazy.
And then they did 2, right?
Yes, they
2
did.
years running. They did in actual stadiums, possibly at that place,
It's kind
Daly's
of
place.
Daly's
Kinda think of that.
Plaza. Yeah.
they did a lot of shit there. That's a great venue for that.
Yes,
It is.
But
for sure.
the Jericho is like really clever with a lot of this shit. It was one of those matches like I couldn't take my eyes off of it because it was just fun. You know what I mean?
But
So
to me,
I
it was
liked
more Anarchy in the arena than Stadium Stampede because
Yeah, it was.
that's what
Agreed.
That's
That's
what they've
right.
been calling it the past whatever years because
Yeah.
they weren't in the stadium. But I guess technically that was a stadium. That
It's
they were
like
in,
the
but
same.
Yeah.
It's Anarchy in the arena, but it was good. Just seeing Lashley's face when Leo Rush popped in was hilarious.
Yeah, Leo Rush.
Leo
is
Rush,
wild.
dude. Speaking of, is it a supernatural gimmick? Leo Rush? Like, is it, or is he just supposed to be crazy? Like,
Not sure.
not
Yes.
sure either, but I
Yes,
like it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's
definitely
entertaining.
different. It's definitely different.
Definitely different.
I like the gallop run that he does.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
First
that's
off,
crazy.
how does he get that speed?
Yeah.
And it looks really cool.
He does it
yeah.
in turns.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I said it the first time we saw it on this show. I was like, that when I was like scrolling through like Instagram, I was like, is that AI? Like, what is happening? Because it doesn't look natural at all the way he does it.
No, I guess it's something he used to do on the indies too.
Mhm.
oh yeah.
So he
yeah.
developed it there, and then I don't know how he got it on TV, but they were obviously trying to figure out what to do with
with
him.
him. Yeah.
He was probably like, dude, I don't want to wear those stupid jackets anymore in the crew.
yeah.
Another good match I saw was Javon Evans and Penta. That was really good.
Oh,
It was on
really?
Raw.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is the only thing I saw from WWE throughout the last couple of weeks. And then the Noche de los Grandes.
The most important thing, the
Triple A.
mention of current events, hands down.
I heard that match was really good.
Yeah.
was
Um,
good.
Yeah.
The Americana
AAA.
versus Americana.
Yeah, mask
right?
versus mask,
match.
yeah.
I heard that match was phenomenal. I haven't.
It was really
watched
good.
It. I might have to go back and check that
It's
out.
worth a watch, and you don't have to watch a bunch of follow up or some
on
bullshit.
YouTube.
Like it's on YouTube for free, and before the match, it tells the whole story.
I don't
Yeah.
need the story. I was
You're like,
watching
fuck
that.
the story,
I
I just-
know. I got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Some people have to have the story,
No,
or they're
Chad
like, I
Gable
can't get in.
started doing that gimmick.
Yeah, you got
And then
it.
the
You
other
got
guy did it, and then they were both there, and now they're fighting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Effectively,
That's
yes,
right.
you got
Nailed it.
And that's the story. Nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
it,
made the full
it was
backstory.
great, dude. AAA's been really good. So like, and that's not really that surprising because Undertaker's like involved in the.
Oh
creative
yeah,
for that,
yeah.
so.
He's been running creative for AAA, and
So,
a lot of people
yeah.
are saying it's been good.
Dude, yeah, like that shit might get more like I don't know, it might blow up compared to what WWE's doing right now.
It is for
It's
sure.
not great. I don't know. Other than that, I just thought Double or Nothing was awesome. The whole
It
show.
was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the hell
I
of it.
don't remember disliking anything on there.
The FTR match was good.
Really?
like,
Yeah.
Takeshka, like all that shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's all great. The Don Callis family, like, I kind of want that all to kind of boil over. You know, all the kind of tensions between all of them. We talked about that a while
6,000
back.
members.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So many members.
Well, Kyle Fletcher came back, so that was
That's
that was
another,
a big deal,
yeah.
too. Dude,
Yeah,
they got
that-
star power over there. They
And
do.
he was, I don't know how true it is, but I know he went out with injury. He said he had a broken leg and a torn meniscus back in 2 months.
Oh, what?
what? How's that
Yeah,
even-
exactly. Like,
Ah.
I
He
don't
was in like
know.
a hyperbaric chamber or something. Like,
Yeah.
Or,
holy
you know,
shit.
it's wrestling and it wasn't that severe.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Torn meniscus coming back that quick seems crazy. And a broken leg.
Yeah.
But the leg could have just been a little,
Could have been something, hairline or
mild
something.
fracture.
Or there's
Yeah.
one of those Dragon Ball hyperbolic time chambers somewhere, and he's in there.
I don't
the-
know. I have
the,
no idea
uh,
what that means.
It like
Dragon
like,
Ball Z.
I
There's
figured it had
yeah.
something to do with that.
Yeah.
No clue.
There's a
It's like a
time
pocket
dilation chamber thing they go into train for years in one day. But into them in the chamber, it takes forever or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
So
just
they-
Nerd stuff. I don't
nerd
get it.
shit. Yeah, nerd shit. I love it.
Okay, here's one I was going to ask you. This will be interesting. Well, this will actually be more interesting because I know you're a movie guy anyway. So this is it. WrestleMania 43. It's Cody Rhodes versus you.
There's me?
Yep.
Poor
You
Cody,
have
man.
you got they come up to you like a couple weeks before. They're like, "What do you want to do for the entrance?" You got all the budget in the world.
Oh dear Lord, I have no idea.
Do you wanna do,
actually, if I would just whoever does my theme, I would want them to play it live. I don't
Yeah.
know what.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because
cool.
WWE, they would be like, you are, here's your music or whatever. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
say you get a song by a band, like that would be always cool. Like when bands pop up, as long
Absolutely,
as
yeah.
they don't sound like trash, because some do.
Some
But,
do.
you know,
Does
yeah,
happen.
yeah, it's
That'd
happened.
be cool, like, because I love Sum 41. Like, so,
Oh, that'd
like,
be cool.
Not that I use them as a theme, but if I did, hey, what do you want to do for your entrance at WrestleMania, which you will never be in, by the way? Be like, well, if you can get Sum 41 back together to do this this entrance, boom, perfect. And then, halfway through the song, I'll just come walking out.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah, because like I remember Triple H did the Terminator thing one year. Because like some of these guys do collabs, sort of like collab things.
There's some that are cool, and then there's some like you're just like, what are they
Yup.
doing? Like when John
Ospreay did
Cena did the gangster thing, and like I think
Yeah.
it might have been CM Punk is one of the guys with the guns.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
but
Oh yeah,
it
I
was
do
something
remember that.
super
That was
cheesy.
so weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why did they come out with Tommy guns and shit?
Yeah.
Like, what the
And
fuck?
some of the stuff AEW has done, like
Well, Osprey did the Assassin's Creed one
Yeah, that
like
was
last year. I think that was.
yeah, but there was someone like the Young Bucks might have been dressed like Elvises in Vegas.
Yeah,
Super kicking everybody. There's been a couple questionable Darby ones.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're like, what the hell? Why are they doing this?
Because Darby decided.
Yeah, but it
You know what I
wasn't
mean?
even cool. And then there's some cool ones. Like
Yeah,
when
for
Ed
sure.
showed up and driving that car down the road, it said like rated R on it. or
Yeah, it was
something like that.
sick.
Some of those were really cool, but it's also like, are we supposed to believe this is live? Because it's very sunny out right now.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
nighttime.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
some of
always
it's a
love
little,
those.
a little crazy. It's funny, like listening to some of them talk about the entrances and like all the shit that went wrong. Like when didn't Penta have like a mask on recently? Like it wasn't even a year ago, and like he was trying to. Oh, it was a Mortal Kombat thing. He had like a Shao Kahn helmet.
He had a Shao Kahn helmet. The
And he
second
almost,
he
like,
comes out, it
knocked it
falls
off
off.
his
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like
Like some dudes have been hit by their pyro and stuff.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
Taker got and went out to the chamber, and it was elimination
Yep.
chamber. He had to go standing there, going, "Well, my skin's boiling off my arm."
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
I saw an interview with Gangrel when he got burned in the
Oh,
fire
man.
before. Maybe when he was doing I didn't realize he came back at one point.
Sure, yeah.
Doing something with maybe Viscera. And yeah, I think he got burned on that.
In my head, I go, Gangrel got burned.
Gangrel's
He
awesome.
chased it a bit. Oh no, I think he's great, but he kind of chased it, having his entrance
Right.
be come
Yeah.
up inside of fire.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
the Brood was. So
I'm
cool,
surprised
though.
he didn't get burned more. Is what I mean
Right.
to
He
say
could
by
have back
that.
in the I think
Yeah.
he was saying I think they were using like Rey Mysterio's like
Oh,
catapult thing.
okay,
So I think it was a
okay.
lot smaller than what he had back. in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, that makes
And,
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, that catapult thing's crazy.
That's
yeah,
cool.
dude, it's poor knees.
That is wild.
He still wrestles.
Yeah, it's awesome.
yeah,
Good
he's
for him.
Gangrel too.
Oh,
Still
yeah, he
wrestles.
headlined
Yeah.
Oswego last summer.
It's so cool, man.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was
yeah,
awesome.
dude. He's
Yeah, he runs like a training school and stuff. So
Yeah,
he's in
yeah.
good shape. He's in the ring all the time.
Yeah, that's what that's
Super
like
cool
what
dude.
I'm getting at is the dude can definitely still wrestle.
You can.
That's cool, man. That's
yeah.
cool.
How old is he? 57.
Yeah, but he looks great.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he might be
This
you
picture
know,
of just the video game version.
It's just so random that it brings that video game
yeah,
version
like
of him
that's
up.
the main
yeah,
picture
but
of him.
dude's still going. He's very active.
Is he a big guy? He looks like he's a pretty big guy.
He kind of does. It's a weird build he's got though.
Yeah. I can't even remember. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
low sixes, like 6 foot, 6'2". He might have been taller than me. He might not have been. I didn't take a picture with him. That's the best way to know.
How fucking cool is that shit, though?
But he's in
I
still good
loved
shape.
the
and still
Brood.
going.
Yeah.
Brood was really, really cool.
Yeah, dude. Man, that was like my favorite shit. Like
Whatever
back in the
happened to those
wrestling
other
games.
two guys? You know.
I know what the fuck, bro.
Yeah, where are they now?
Look at Edge in that picture, though, dude. My favorite thing that Edge and Christian ever did is so random, but it was when the WWE Network first came out. They did a like variety
Oh, their
sketch show
yeah.
called Edge and Christian Awesome, or no, Edge and Christian Show that totally reeks of awesomeness.
Yeah.
And it was great, dude. It was like my favorite thing they did on there.
Yeah, that was classic.
It was just all fan service.
well, what
and
happened to
trivia
all
and
those
shit.
the WWE Network
all done.
shows? They're just
Yeah, they're all done.
They're somewhere like
They're
gotta be
on
archived
They're
somewhere.
on Peacock or some shit until the next like transition out of
I was
Peacock.
gonna say. I think Peacock lost the rights to everything.
They
so
did, yeah. Oh
some
yeah,
of
so
it,
it's just
I
all
think it's just the E has it. They could probably throw it up on their YouTube if they wanted to.
They should just.
they should.
We just need WWE Network, dude.
It was great. I understand, like them selling
Yeah.
it to Peacock. I'm sure they made a ton, and then obviously this deal with ESPN
now
is
it's-
very lucrative.
Yeah,
And Netflix. They've
And
got a
then
deal with
Netflix
Netflix.
getting
It's
the Raw.
crazy.
So now it's like wrestling's it's everywhere.
It's all over the
well,
place.
that's
Like,
happening to everything. Like, if you want to watch the NFL, you got to have like 7 different apps for it, and that's just the way things are going. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about it. I don't watch NFL.
Yeah, me neither.
You know?
I do, but I just find it illegally. I guess
Yeah, you're like, fuck them.
I have the Netflix. I barely use it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I know. Me too.
watch the occasional movie on there, and it's like, why do I keep paying for this?
My wife and I
I-
straight up still have DVDs and shit.
I'm
yeah,
constantly
shows.
watching shit that I've seen a million times, like Reno 911 or whatever. It's like, dude,
I just recently watched through Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like the series with my wife.
I did that a few years ago.
Now we're
'cause
doing
I'd never
Angel.
seen it.
I
I
had also
never made it
seen
to Angel. I'll get to it at some point, but
It's good.
he was always creepy to me.
Right? Dude. So I only seen Buffy twice. And the first time I saw it, I didn't like, I wasn't fully locked in on it until maybe like season 4 or something. Because my wife was watching it and I was just like playing Switch or on my phone or some shit, right? So this time we just watched it all again. And the whole time, every time Angel is near Buffy, he's so creepy and weird.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be like 200 and she's 15.
Yeah, and he like got turned immortal when he was like 20, but he's 200.
Yes.
So why is he acting like
Yes,
that?
yeah.
Like it's so weird.
200,
But
man.
On Angel, he's totally different. Like
All right.
he's doing the
Like towards
the
like,
noir thing.
He was all right towards the middle and the end. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Like not as much, but like he was. I never like.
No.
Oh my God, Angel! Yay!
No,
I was just
Spike's
like,
the man.
Spike was
Spike's the-
great.
yeah.
Seth Green's character.
yeah,
was good.
yeah, yeah. Oz.
And
He's
I think
cool.
he might have transitioned over to Angel.
He did for a little bit,
For a
yeah,
bit,
Yep.
yeah.
And they make cameos back and
Yeah,
forth and
and
shit.
then,
That's cool. Yeah, that I just brought it up because it's like we're just watching that shit on DVD.
Yeah, Elijah
Like,
Dushku was on there. So.
Yep.
it's funny. I have a bunch of DVDs and like I don't even know how I'd play them now. Like I guess my
And
PS4.
yeah,
I still have
Yeah.
a player. Like I have a
same.
Oh my god, I know.
I have a
go,
couple 4K players at the house, so I'm
Yeah.
good.
I go to my
I
dad's
don't
Don't
house.
get rid of them. Don't get
I
rid
don't
of them.
buy nearly as much physical movies as I used to.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
usually I can get a digital code like for $5 at
Yeah,
some point.
it's so much cheaper.
But certain ones I still like. I have the Scream 7 4K
Yeah.
pre-ordered
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
my favorite franchise.
Hell yeah.
It's definitely certain
And then I'll just
ones.
stream it anyways. But
Right, yeah.
But you'll have that.
but I
though.
will watch the disc one time.
Yep.
That's the
Yep.
thing with so like I have a bunch of albums. Like I buy music if I really like the band, but then it's like I'm just listening to it. It's like I have this album. It's still in the
Yeah. The new Between the Bear and
in the
Me.
packaging, and I have only listened to it on Spotify. Like
I
over and
do
over.
similar when I buy certain music. Like I'd like to own it. Like I still have an iPod. I put MP3s on there.
Love it.
And there's times when it's like I want an album. Like we'll just say Drowning Pool's first album, because at one point I rebought that, and it was cheaper to buy the CD than it was to buy the MP3 album.
What?
And
So of course you buy the CD.
and
Yeah.
the CD came with the MP3 album through Amazon.
no way.
Yes, yeah.
That's
Yeah, they-
incredible.
There's a
do that.
lot like that.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
auto rip. You will get these in your library, and then you just
Yeah.
download it and throw it on your thing.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, so I got a lot that way. And so I have a bunch of shrink wrap CDs because
Hell yeah.
no need to open them. And then there's others that don't come with that, and like I'll just pop it in the old computer and rip it and throw it on the iPod.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
I use Pandora a lot. I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I
was thinking about
I haven't
buying,
gotten into Spotify or any of that.
I
neither.
found
Not
I
a
found
Spotify
my
guy.
old like portable CD player that I
Oh,
used to
dear
have,
Lord.
and I found it on eBay, and I was thinking about buying it again.
Dude, they will
The
destroy
same exact model.
your discs.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah,
you're
yeah.
better off just getting an iPod, rip them, and throw them on there.
Bro,
They're just like
the
cool to
CD.
have.
They're so big, and then like I'm gonna play a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you
then
can
it's
hear
like-
it grinding and your
Yeah.
music skipping the
With
whole
the
Yeah,
plastic
it's like-
headphones, the little cheap plastic headphones you got to plug into it. Oh my god,
So good.
Oh, I got a pair of those for my laptop.
that was my bus ride to school
Nice.
in middle school. Dude.
I always had a Game Boy. I always had a little Game Boy that I'd bring with me on the buses
I
and
had
shit.
Blink 182 CDs.
Which
back then.
ones?
All of them actually.
Dude Ranch, I think was one.
Yeah,
Dude
back
Ranch,
then.
yep.
Yeah, it would have been Take Off Your Pants and Jacket probably back then.
Okay, I think I had Dude Ranch and Enema of the State.
Enema of
Enema
the
of the
State's the
State,
first one I really remember
I
from
loved
being
Blink.
a kid.
I love
Yeah,
Blink.
of course. Yeah, Blink was great.
Punk, dude. Pop punk rules. Pop punk absolutely rules.
I saw Blink a few years ago. I watched like half their set because I was at a festival.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
Blink 182 is playing at, we'll say 8 o'clock. I don't remember the time. And then Bowling for Soup's playing at like 8:30. And I'm like, those dudes are never anywhere near me. I really love Bowling
have
for
to
Soup.
see them.
So I'm like, I'll watch part of Blink and then I'll take the 5-mile walk over to the other stage. Wasn't that far.
No, but it feels
But I
like
went
forever.
over, watched Bowling for Soup set, which was awesome. Then I got back. I might have caught the end of Blink, and then I think Green Day was next.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that lineup was
crazy
crazy. Yeah, it
lineup.
was one of those when we were younger tour festivals in
yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
So
That's
they had
cool.
a ton of bands I wanted to see. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm going back to Vegas. And then I did.
Well,
Oh yeah.
that's it. I think we got an
Sure.
hour and a half.
Oh dear Lord, it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, probably.
That's
I got
true,
up
though.
at 4 a.m.
Nah,
so-
dude, it was great having you on.
Yeah, man.
First
this
guest, it was
fun.
cool.
First guest, I rule. No
Yeah,
one's gonna
hell yeah.
top this, people of the interweb.
Set the bar high. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I set the bar very low.
No, no.
Like you'll trip on
Dude,
it.
we'd love to have you anytime, though.
Yeah,
It was
dude,
super easy.
I live
Blast.
in the area.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
before we're out of here, folks, June 13th, Oswego, New York, Chris Foley Skating Rink, One Up Wrestling Shakedown. I will be in action. I'm taking on a guy by the name of Isaiah Prince. I got to think of what's already been announced so I don't spoil the card.
Yeah, you're okay.
Die Hard, Eddie Edwards versus Corey Jackson. Pat Sawyer versus Ox Baker. Both these dudes are freaking huge. Sawyer's like 6'7". Baker is pushing 7 feet tall.
Holy shit.
Like, yeah, hoss fight for sure.
Let's go. I
That
love
match
it.
was supposed to be announced today at 6:05. So if that didn't go out yet, spoiler alert. Dalton Castle versus Cheech.
Oh, really?
The graphic hasn't been out yet. It isn't interweb official, but they've already aired a promo from Cheech.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
So it's
Cool.
happening. Trying to think of what else was announced that people may know. Heavyweight title, Sebastian Braun versus Vince Valor.
Nice.
And then 2 young kids, youngish. Jerry Bikes, he ref for 2CW forever.
Oh, cool. Cool.
He's been training for a long time. He's been doing he actually wrestled at the 2CW reunion. He's been doing some shows around the area. I think this might be his first singles match in front of a actual crowd. Not positive on that. And then a guy by the name of Crystal Doyle, who's a trainee in the Syracuse school. He's been around for a while. He's done a few matches. This will be his first singles match too. So, hey, look at that.
Trying to pull up some of the flyers.
Yes, Beverly Hills Cop style graphics. Who thought of that? It was me. It was
I
me.
love it, man. That's great.
Well, last year the show was The Heat Is On, which was directly stolen from the song The Heat Is On featured in Beverly Hills Cop. And this year's song is Shakedown, also a song featured in either Beverly Hills Cop 1 or 2.
I love it.
And then if they do another one, I'm pitching for the Neutron Dance because it's another song from Beverly Hills
Beverly
Cop.
Hills.
But I love it because like then your show has a theme.
Yeah, for
And,
sure.
If
For
you're
sure.
airing video packages and stuff, you can throw the music on there, and
Absolutely.
and I just like the names. And
I'm
then
excited
There's
for
a few
this
more
one, man.
matches to be announced. They're coming out this week. And until they're announced, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, don't. I
All
love
right.
it, man.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
and if anyone out there's watching from the area, you can get tickets at Botified,
Yep.
the Comic Shop, Canales Restaurant, or Large Than Life Comics in Clay, New York. Not the mall though. I don't know why
No.
they don't have tickets at both, but I
Or
think
you can buy them
Clay's-
online, right?
Or online at
them on the thing.
well, find your One Up's page. They'll have a link. It's shakedown.eventbrite.com, but it's easier just to click through the thing. Or if you know me, I got them.
We'll put a
Hell yeah.
we'll get like a link in the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we'll have all that
Nice.
stuff.
Buy all the tickets, people.
Yes, buy tickets. We'll
All of
definitely
them,
be there.
all of them.
So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy, man.
I hope to see you there.
Yeah, hopefully I do see you there. Because if I go and you're not there,
I know
what
that
the
something
fuck
crazy
happens?
happened. Yeah,
yeah.
I
what the
exploded or something.
fuck? Oh, that's
I
awesome.
put a lot of work into this, so I think I'll show up.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Well, cool.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And we're out.
good stuff, dude. That was great.
Yeah.